plays his queen here. What's the problem, guys? Do you see it? Crazy, it's crazy. It's rook to e8 checkmate. After he goes here, it's rook takes f8 and then it's the mate. Checkmate, it's checkmate. He just done a checkmate by not protecting this square anymore. Wouldn't have had this trouble. Wouldn't he have traded the rooks? Would he have developed, had connected rooks, you know? Stuff like that. In that sense, it also made sense when I didn't take here, because then I would have had connected rooks. It's great for me, right? I have one checkmate, and I see it. His only legal move is bringing the bishop in. And what I think of now is the most brutal checkmate you will ever see, at least as I have ever seen so far. After queen to g3, which is now made possible because his bishop doesn't protect this diagonal anymore. He cannot protect his king with his bishop because his bishop is pinned to the king. And so the only move that remains for him is king to h8. And after king to h8, do you see where it's made in 1? It's actually a pick your poison kind of situation. I do have rook to f8 checkmate, which is right if you've said that. But even more so brutal is the move queen to g7. Did you guys see it? After he moves his king to the only square that is available, and there's nothing that he can do, because the bishop that would take it is pinned to the king. The king himself and the rules that he has given to his subordinates, which in this case is the bishop, that is what makes the mate in that sense. Well, I don't know if that even made sense what I just said. Anyways, I see this move. I didn't want to end this game just yet, mating him brutally. Remember, it was made in 2, and now we've done how many moves? Like 5? I don't know. It's made in 5 now, and we want to prolong the pain. He sees it himself. It's his turn. Could he have done something about the mate we've just talked about? I don't think so. He could not have. And he sees it. He sacrifices his bishop for nothing, seeing that he's clearly gonna be mated and that he has no other choice but to postpone it. So after I take again, now the king goes here, again enabling me this checkmate in 1 through the pin. But I decide to embark on an even more brutal thing in this game of chess, which is to move bishop to g7 check, king to g8, bishop to f8 check, discovered, and he can't take because of the rook here, king here, and queen to g7. That's what I thought of. We play it here, here. If I now go here, he goes there, and it's a draw, or at least I think so. So I take, and he goes here. Remember, guys, when I said you that was my plan? Well, what I thought of now is, instead of mating him, like for example this, and this, which would be, let's face it, brutal, because we've just done it mate in 10. I don't know. We've added so many moves and it's still forced mate. I thought, why not take his queen first? Proving to be a vital mistake. After I play this move, discover check, I think I can take the queen. But do you guys see where the mistake is? Do you see it? He takes my rook. The only move that works. The only legal move for him. What happens if I take this queen? I can do it legally, right? What happens if I take this queen? Do you see it? If I were to take this queen, I'm checkmate in 1, rook e1 checkmate. I didn't see it. I wanted to take his queen first. I extended the mate so long, and then I decided to not play the mate, even though it was like already mate in 8. And I fumbled the checkmate, which I then saw, which is why I played h3, preventing the mate. Now he can just take the bishop, which is what he did. And guess what? I had mate so many times. Do you guys see it? I had made so many times, and now he's up material. I have a knight and a queen, and he has the queen and the rook. Clearly better in this situation. Out of desperation, you could say, I played knight f5, hoping for this mate. Mate in 1, if he doesn't know what to do. Now this is 600 elo chess, you guys. 657 elo is what he has. If he checks me here, I go here. If he checks me there, I play this. And then he has no other check, mate him. So the advantage, if he checks me, if he plays rook e1 check, which seems so natural, the move rook e1 would actually fumble a mate. Eventually. Or somehow, at least. And it would get close to it. I don't know if there's rook e1 and this and then queen here. Could be. that's the situation. He would need to block this square though, somehow, because his king can't move, right? He plays rook e1. And at this point, I didn't see that he had this move as well. So I thought, alright, it's gonna be made for him eventually. But what he should have played, in my mind, was rook to g8. Did you guys see it? Be honest. Did you see it? Because with rook g8, I'm forced to move my queen out of the way. And now he has attacking potential on my king. In any case, however, he will likely be able to eat some pawns of mine. But more importantly, I don't have any attacking potential anymore. If I move my queen to the wrong square, well then he takes my knight. And I've lost. It's queen versus rook. Maybe on this elo level I wouldn't lose because your opponent may blunder. But this was critical and he played rook e1. I thought, okay, he fumbled hard, king h2. Now this check remains, I saw it, he played it, g3. No other check other than sacrificing his rook, which we talked about. And he did it. Now he doesn't have the check, he has the check though. So he plays it. I go here. What else should he do other than resigning? I thought maybe he goes here and checking me, and I would take the free queen, why not? So that is something that could have happened, but he resigns well aware, everyone, that it's made on the next move and that it is inevitable, if he were not, to sacrifice his queen, which I would then take, and then still with Richard I would follow on with queen g7 checkmate. This is crazy, everyone. And another thing that I want to show you guys is my Patreon. So this is my Patreon. I've just added my first post. This post is about this position. Take a moment and think for yourself what's the right move. In the description box you can click the link and then you can solution. Turns out only one move is correct, and if you make the false move then you blunder. But let me tell you, it's either this move or this move. It's not both that works. And with one move you've lost your win, so it's a draw, you know. So it's only one move. Think about it, check the comments or go on my Patreon page and then you can read the solution. So if you want, you can also support me on my Patreon. Okay guys, this was it. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one.